Now often on commercial fisheries, you're going too far. Literally, I'm going to show you how to catch fish on a short kit, on a commercial venue, dead simple, and you're going to need next to no bait. What I'm talking about is fishing with hard pellets really close in. So I've got a short kit here. All I'm going to do is throw a few hard pellets on a short kit and catch a few F1s for you. So the tackle you're going to need, I've just got, obviously, like I said, a short kit, and that's got 11s hollow in it. That's a nice soft elastic, but we're going to get everything in with it. Then down to, because of the depth, we're just fishing just over 4 foot. You can see that there from the depth marker. And then I'm fishing a 4x12s F1 maggot with a few back shot. Now this is really the important thing here that you're going to need to know. When you're fishing close to yourself, you need a short piece of line between your pole tip and your float, just so it enables your float to keep nice in control, nice in position, and it's not drifting in and out your peg. So that's the first little tip there. Nice short in position, so it's 4 inches here at Weston, so it's probably near enough 4 or 5 inches there, and then I've got my back shot to keep everything tight. So F1 maggot 4x12, so a nice carbon stem float, nice 1.2mm bristle as well. So when I flip my rig in, I'm always going to flick it away from myself and it's going to catch up, giving ourselves the chance of catching fish on the drop. And then because I'm fishing on the bottom and I'm not trying to catch so many fish through the water, because I'm fishing really close to myself, I don't really need to have it falling through like ages. I want to get it down to the bottom where the fish are feeding and catching a load of F1s hopefully. So I've just got a nicely strung out, just to look at that there, strung out shot and pattern of shot, so it's all in position, just inch apart, really tight, and then I've just got a 4-inch hook length of a size 18 GPMB and a little bait band. So everything's in proportion. Now like I said, I've just got it dead simple. I've just got some 4mm pellets, get rid of them, and got wet. And all I'm doing is just banding a little pellet, so putting a pellet on the band, and then I'm literally just throwing a few in. I'm going to catch a few F1s. So, but also you want to get your rig in position by laying it out. So the last thing you want to do is just drop it in a heap. It can all crumple up. You want to create like a little arc, so it's like going into the lake. So any fish coming in from the lake area, you can hook them that way. So just a little flick out, drop it down, you can hold it in position. So when I hold it in, how much I'm going to feed is like 4 pellets just twice to start off with. Just let my rig go in position over the top of that. Now the reason why I've fed such little amounts, and I've fed twice as well, it just creates 2 columns of bait, so 2 bits of noise. Oh, that was a bite straight away. 2 bits of noise, and also it's not too much bait. The last thing I want to do there is put loads and loads of bait on the bottom, because obviously it's hard for the fish to find my bait. I just want to feed nice and little regular amounts. And that's the key sort of thing. If I need to up my feed, I can do, but the key for this is, especially with these 4mm pellets, is just little and often, keep feeding them, keep that noise going in. And they are a tiny little dink there. And that's how quick and instant it can be when you're doing it. Now one thing I'd do as well is when you're playing them, is just try and keep them away from that area that you've just been fishing with. Just take your time, that elastic will do the work. There you go. Mega F1 from Weston. So that's the F1 we've had, so just unhook him, and then we'll pop him back and then see if we can get another one. But obviously when that's how close you need to fish, dead close and aggressive towards yourself. So pop that in, and then we'll get a bait in the band now. Now, sorry to interrupt the video, but don't forget to like and subscribe. It just helps with the channel, and I'll let you get back to the rest of the video now. Right, so get a 4mm pellet on. Get a 4mm pellet on. So this is the beauty of it, how fast you can catch. Obviously you're not shipping out anyway, just literally holding the float. Now I'm going to feed a little bit more this time, just because I feel like I might need a little bit to send them down to the bottom. So drop the rig in nicely in position. It's just crazy to think how these commercials, sometimes you're often obsessed with going 13, 14, even 16 metres, but on the right sort of day, you can catch these fish literally on your toenails, as the people call it in the match fishing scene. Just nice and close to yourself. But there's still a few little fundamental things you've got to feed quite regular. Make sure you're feeding so there's fish coming in and out of the peg all your time. But not too much, that's the key element of it. Don't get too giddy with feeding it, just be nice and patient. Little sign then. So often a little trick you can do is just grab 4 or 5 pellets, just try and chuck them around your float. Chuck them around your float, and then you can get a little sign straight away off them. So I know there I've got a fish in the peg. So all I'm waiting for now is that like nice positive indication. You see that proper mint fish in here. But dead simple as well. Like, see how they're lovely little F1. Dead simple fishing. Look at that. Oop, try not to drop him. Nice and easy as well, not too much. Doesn't cost a load of bait, you don't need a load of different rigs, you just literally banding a 4mm pellet and catching a few fish. So we'll keep catching a couple more for you, but that's what sort of we're looking at. Catching nice and close to yourself, sun's coming out now as well, making it hard to see. So drop that in there. Just gonna chuck 4 or 5 pellets in twice. A little sign indication straight away there, so the bait's falling down. Now often you find that the fish you do catch on here are renowned F1s, especially on venues like this and such as places like Tunnel Bar and say like Partridge as well. Fishing a little bit deeper water, a little bit closer to yourself, and what you find is because of the depth there's not as many fish come in your peg, so what it enables you to do is just slows the amount of fish in your peg down. You can feed a little bit of bait, you can get nice clean bites off him, as where if you were to fish a little bit in deeper water further out, the fish are naturally going to come off bottom because of the competition obviously in these commercial venues, and it just makes them a lot harder to catch on the bottom. So especially this time of year in spring, fishing nice and close to yourself can obviously get you a few more bites, and it's nice and simple fishing. So whether you go on matches, you just go pleasure fishing, you haven't got much kit, you don't need to do loads of stuff. So I'm going to try and get this fishing. Hopefully you've learnt a few bits there, so you can actually catch a few fish. Oh, he's running this one. Catch a few fish on the old top kit line. Nice, simple, effective way of fishing, but can be devastating when done right, and especially at time of year when, especially at places like here, Partridge Lakes, Monkhall, Herringbrook. Look at that one, that's a proper good little ghosty mirror one to finish off on. So I'm going to pop this back, carry on catching them, and hopefully you enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.